Hey sis, come sit with me for a minute. This is where we talk about healing, identity, and patterns. And we remind ourselves that becoming takes grace. Sis, can we talk? Hey sis, have you ever found yourself saying, I just want things to be fair? Maybe you said it after an argument, maybe after being overlooked, or maybe even after someone made a decision that affected you without ever asking you how you felt. We've all been there. But what if the peace we're looking for doesn't come from fairness? What if it comes from something even greater? Sis, can we talk? Recently, I was mentoring one of my students who was struggling with a situation with her parent. She felt like decisions were being made without anyone considering how those decisions affected her. She felt unheard, unseen, and left out of the process. As we talked, I asked her one simple question: what do you want from this situation? Without hesitation, she answered, I just want it to be fair. That answer stayed with me. Later, as I reflected on our conversation, I realized something. What she really wants wasn't fairness. She wanted balance. Think about it. Fairness means something different to everyone. The parent might believe they're being fair because they're making the decision they believe is best. The student might believe fairness means having a voice in the decision. Someone watching from the outside might agree with one person over the other. Everyone can have a different definition of what's fair, but balance is different. Balance isn't about everyone getting exactly what they want. It's about creating space where people are heard, valued, and considered. More importantly, balance begins within us. So many of us spend years chasing fairness. We want people to understand us, we want them to apologize, and we want their recognition. We want someone to admit they were wrong. The problem is, all of those things depend on someone else. If your peace depends on another person's choices, then our peace is no longer in our hands. But balance is different. It's a different question. Instead of asking, how can I make them change? It asks, how can I guard my heart? Instead of asking, when will this finally be fair? It asks, how do I respond in a way that honors God and protects my peace? That's where freedom actually begins. Let's take a look at Proverbs 4:23. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Notice what the scripture tells us to do is guard our hearts, not someone else's thoughts, not someone else's actions, not someone else's decisions, but our own heart. Because while we can't control what others choose, we are responsible for how we respond. And that's what I shared with my student. It's really about how you respond. That's the balance. So sis, there may be situations in your life that never feel fair. Someone may never apologize. Someone may never acknowledge your hurt. Someone may never see from your perspective. But don't allow your peace to depend on what someone else may never do. Choose to protect your heart. Choose to respond with wisdom, and choose to steward your peace. Because the balance begins the moment we stop trying to control what belongs to others and start taking responsibility for what God has entrusted to us. He's entrusted our thoughts, our hearts, our attitudes, our responses. So today I ask you to ask yourself, am I waiting for fairness before I allow myself to have peace? Or am I willing to choose balance today? Because fairness may never come, but peace is available right now. If this conversation encouraged you, I want you to leave one comment and one word in the comments: balance. And as you go through your week, remember this: fairness depends on others. Balance begins within you. Until next time, I'm Cleo, and this is Sis Can We Talk. Keep becoming the woman God created you.